Hello, everyone. Are we all? Hope we're all well. Hope we're all good. You're very welcome to the fitness podcast for normal people with busy lives. My name is John Holland, and today we're going to dive into something which affects a lot of people. Um, it's the connection between mental health and physical exercise, a topic that's becoming more and more important, especially with the stresses that we all go through in our daily lives. So, how do movement and fitness impact our mental health? Today, we're going to explore how regular physical activity can boost your mood, reduce anxiety, and create a positive mental outlook, even when life gets tough. And we all know life is tough, life is hard, and we're coming to that time of the year now where the stress and strain of the holidays and Christmas and all that sort of stuff will start to pile up, and it is a very stressful time of the year. So we've all heard that exercise is good for us physically, but also has a direct impact on our brain and emotional well-being. And I push this message so much to so many people. I do it on my stories, do it all the time. How much training, exercise can affect your mental mood, your mental health. So when we exercise, our brain releases chemicals like endorphins, dopamine, serotonin. These feel-good hormones play a huge role in reducing stress, boosting happiness, and even improving cognitive function. So, stress reduction and anxiety. Studies show that regular physical activity can help reduce symptoms of anxiety, stress. When you engage in moderate to vigorous activity, your body regulates cortisol, our primary stress hormone, and helps calm the nervous system. How many times have I spoken to people who have just come back from a run, have just been to the gym, lifted some weights, whatever it is, went for a long walk, and they come back feeling so much happier, feeling so much calmer about their life and everything else. It also can affect our sleep. So sleep is essential for our mental health, as we all know, and exercise can greatly improve sleep quality. It regulates your circadian rhythm and helps you get deeper, more restful sleep, which in turn boosts your mood and your energy levels during the day. We all know that. We all know this. It's simple stuff. But I think we forget sometimes. I think so many people fall into that trap of late night scrolling, late night screen time, then they struggle to get to sleep, and then they're groggy and they're sluggish in the morning. I think sleep is so underrated as an essential part of our both our physical and our mental health. Over time, people who maintain regular exercise routines often experience sustained mental health benefits. Exercise has been shown to reduce the risk of developing serious mental health conditions like depression. And again, this is one of the things. I mean, I think 2 weeks ago was I'd put up on my stories about I hadn't ran. I ran on the Saturday, and it was the Thursday before I was able to exercise again, just because just life was just too busy, as it is for everybody. But my mood was shocking. My mood was shocking. I was feeling down. I was feeling depressed. I hate using that word depressed because I don't suffer from depression, but you know what I mean. I was feeling down. Um, yeah. So and it took getting outside, going for a run, to really lift that mood and bring me back in line again. So what are the mental benefits of different types of exercise? So we can different things. Different people will do different exercises. Um, so for instance, running, cycling, swimming, cardiovascular exercise. Cardio workouts are great for mood enhancement because they increase your heart rate and stimulate endorphin production. Think of that runner's high. It's not just a myth. This can give you a mental boost, making you feel more positive and energized. I get that. And many times I've been running along and that you just feel that rush. You just feel that rush come along over you, and the smile comes on your face, and you look like this crazy man running down the road. But it's so true. It is so true. People sometimes look at you going, "Oh, a runner's high," and you say, "Try it. Really try it." Happens to different people at different times. It can happen after the first half mile. It can happen after 10 miles. It can happen whenever in a run, but it will come. And when it comes, it is the best feeling in the world. And I've made no, I've never hidden the fact of my issue with drugs in previous and back in past life. And that's the same buzz you're chasing. It's the same buzz you're chasing, but except this one here is just so much better and lasts for so much longer and is so much cheaper than going and chasing it with class A drugs or class B drugs or whatever it is your drug of choice was. Um, Secondly, strength training. So lifting weights and strength training don't just build muscles; they build confidence. Completing challenging lifts gives you a sense of accomplishment, as it always does, which is key for mental resilience. Plus, strength training has been shown to reduce symptoms of depression and anxiety. Same as cardiovascular, same as running, same as cycling, same as swimming. All of those, they have all been proven to help with depression and anxiety. Third one, and this one is probably more down the line of what people would connect more with mental health, and that's yoga and mindfulness practices. And we spoke about this last week with Katie on the podcast last week about mindfulness and mindset and how it does help your mental health. Yoga blends physical movement and mindful breathing, making it one of the most effective forms of exercise for reducing stress and promoting mental clarity. Even just 10 or 15 minutes of yoga can help quiet, quieten, quiet an anxious mind. I do tend to struggle with this side of things with it, as in trying to quieten your mind. And I find my meditation, the best form of meditation for me is through running. But again, everybody has their own way of doing things. The last one, and being part of an over 40s team now with a local over 40s team with Rosario, my local football club, playing with guys who I've known since I was 7 or 8 years of age. And but the league was set up as part of a men's mental health charity, and it's to support men's mental health. And I suppose this one is a massive part of it. It's team sports and social workouts. Being part of a team or group of workout adds the social element, which is a huge mood enhancer. Human connection and shared goals can make exercise more enjoyable. And group fitness classes can reduce feelings of loneliness, helping people feel more supported. I have that with my team with Rosario, and I also have that at the boot camp as well, because the guys will always feel supported. And it's one of the massive things that I always talk about: accountability, structure, and support. When you have the support there, it lifts your mood, it makes you feel so much better. So how can you improve your mental health through exercise? So these are just some personal strategies. Start small, stay consistent. You don't need hours and hours in the gym to benefit from exercise. Just 20 or 30 minutes of activity 3 to 5 times a week can make a noticeable difference if you're busy. Break it up into shorter bursts throughout the day. Your mental health will thank you for it. And when I do my challenges with the guys online I always say to the guys, if you have a target every day of doing 100 push-ups or 100 sit-ups or 100 squats or whatever that target is, you don't have to do it all in one go. If you break that target up into the day and do 10-minute bursts throughout the day, it'll give you a lift, it'll get you moving, it gets the blood pumping through your body, and it'll lift your mood as well. Secondly, pick what you love. And again, this is something not even on the mental side, but on the physical side as well. You need to find an exercise that you love doing. There's no use. I mean, I love running. I get the buzz from running, but it's not for everybody. I know people. One of the guys at boot camp on Sunday said, absolutely hate running. Absolutely hate it. That's fine. That's fine. If you find an exercise that you love doing, it makes working out, it makes being physically fit so much easier. So much easier. So not all exercise has to be about punishment or hard workouts. Find what you enjoy, whether it's walking, dancing, swimming, or doing a quick home workout. The key is to move regularly in a way that feels good to you. Number 3, use exercise as a mental health tool. Now, this is a new one. Whenever you're feeling overwhelmed or stressed, think of a moment a movement, sorry, not a moment, a movement as a quick reset for your mind. Brisk 10-minute walk or a quick set of bodyweight exercise can make all the difference in shifting your mood. Exactly what I just said. A couple of squats, a couple of push-ups, get the blood pumping, get you moving, get you up from the desk when you're sitting there all day. Will always lift the mood, will always lift that mindset. And lastly, outdoor exercise. I run an outdoor boot camp. Why do I run an outdoor boot camp? Because it's outside in nature. It's outside in nature. We're on the grass. You're connecting with nature. You've got the weather around you. You've got everything there that you need to be healthy, both physically and mentally. So outdoor exercise comes with the added benefits of nature and sunlight. Vitamin D. And people slag me about loving the sun, but it's so important to our health. The vitamin D that we get from that sun is so important to our health, and it doesn't have to be the sun; it's daylight that we get it from. Whether it's a local park or just a stroll around your neighborhood, being in a green space has been shown to reduce stress and increase overall feelings of well-being. So, just to summarize, again, quick to the point today. I've got another meeting starting. Exercise is more than just a physical practice. It's a powerful tool to manage mental health. By moving your body, even in small ways, you're investing in both your physical and emotional well-being. The key is to find something you love and keep it consistent. Consistency is key. You need to keep it consistent. So start small this week. Pick one day where you prioritize 20 or 30 minutes of movement and notice how it makes you feel mentally. Over time, that small habit can have a big impact on your life. I promise you. If you can do one thing this week after listening to this podcast, it is just doing a wee bit of exercise. And it doesn't have to be 20 or 30 minutes in one go. As I said before, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes throughout the day. And even if I was talking to a client there the other day and they're doing squats while their kettle's boiling for their morning cup of tea, what would you usually be doing? You stand scrolling on your phone. Stand, just do the squats. It's only a couple of minutes. See how many squats you can push out in a couple of minutes while the kettle's boiling. So, folks, again, as always, thank you so much for joining me today on the fitness podcast for normal people with busy lives. My name is John Mulholland, founder of JM Fitness. We have our outdoor boot camps. We have our online community just about to launch at the end of November. We will be going live in January. Please share the podcast, share with your family and friends. Please comment on the podcast below so that Spotify will start to share. I am looking into getting this uploaded onto Apple as well, which is a different platform, obviously. But please, like and subscribe so the podcast come up. New episodes will come up. Have an amazing day. And remember, keep moving for your mental health.